Shalom, shalom, Christ for us on the God, and glory to you, how by Hashem, how Shat, by Hashem, Kakatash, double honors to the apostles, and elders, great men, stone, rule, have been great honor to the young women, and truth, and peace, and blessings to the hopefully lit. Lord willing is edifying, and say research, tick times, different tick times, March 9th, 2020. It's a research, you might get STD through swimming in the Arctic Ocean. Here's how, you know. And they just go to show, man, there's places through, man. You know, that's why nobody should be trying to come up here. Nobody should wanna um raise their children in this place, man. You can't even swim in the water, man. You know, with all these different bacteria, how can you get a STD through swimming in the ocean, man? Just after blue, man. Let me get this scripture, man. And this only to you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you Israelites who scattered amongst the heathens, man. You know, who look and may even act like the heathen, man. This Second Peter chapter 3, before I even read any further, Second Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. But the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought we to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh shall, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved with the elements. Salak shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. And that's what we're looking for, man. You know, we're looking for a new heaven, new rulership, and a new earth. The earth is going to be renewed, man. You know, this is not going to be, or you can get an STD from, it ain't going to be no, you can get STD from swimming in the ocean, man. You know, all this stuff is going to be done away with in the kingdom, man. The Lord is going to purify the earth, man. You know, and He's going to set up the rightful rulers, man. Everything gonna go back up and gonna get back in order once we are set up, you know, and everybody else up under us and all these other nations are in captivity and serving the Israelites, man. And the Israelites serving Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. Back in the article, it says sexually transmitted disease or STDs can now be transferred to a person even without having sexual intercourse. Worse, researchers found out that it can also be acquired through simply swimming in the ocean. How can this be possible? How do you get an STD by swimming in the Arctic Ocean? Apparently, research you might get STD through swimming in the Arctic Ocean. Here's how. As first reporters via live science study made by scientists in academic journal Current Biology find out that there are slim chances that you might get sexually transmitted disease through swimming in a specific ocean like Arctic. Surprisingly, researchers found bacteria species under the Arctic Ocean floor that has a relationship with chlamydia bacteria. This common bacteria normally causes STD to humans, animals, and even uh, am, am, ammo, I don't know how to say it, and usually infectious to anyone that will have close contact with it. According to reports, the international group of research new species discovered the numerous new species of chlamydia that live over 3 kilometers below the ocean surface of the Arctic, a place where the bacteria were found has no oxygen and no living mac- macroscopic form. Even even the chlamydia even even if the chlamydia are not associated with a host organism, we expect the we expect they require compounds from the microbe living in the marine sediment. sediment. Additionally, the environment they live is extreme without oxygen and under high pressures. This makes growing them a challenge. Explain, which leads to group research. Although the scientists discovered chlamydia in parts of the Arctic Ocean, they said that humans must not worry with these bacteria since it was found on the deepest part of the ocean. However, their studies also prove that chlamydia can be found anywhere it can harm anyone. So basically what they saying, chlamydia can be found anywhere since it was found in that deep in the Arctic. You know, so if it's in the Arctic, it obviously can be found in any other part of the ocean, and you can basically get a sick transmitted disease through swimming. Man, they say most knowledge about chlamydia is based on studies of pathogenic lineage in the lab. The statement reads, the new research shows that chlamydia can be found in the most unexpected of places. Chlamydia cause STDs, most Americans say research. Since researchers found that there is an abundance of chlamydia on deep Arctic Ocean, this made an alarming factor for most people that swim in the ocean since this bacteria was said to be found anywhere. You know, according to the United States Center of Disease Control and Prevention, there was a estimated number of over 1.5 million cases of chlamydia where were reported to CDC from the 50 states annually. It reaches to 2.686 million infections in the U.S. alone. Young people ages 15 to 24 years old have the highest range of chlamydia positive cases. It is also said that one in 20 sexually active young women with age 14 to 24 years has the same disease. Any sexual active person can be affected with chlamydia. It is a very common STD, especially among young people, says CDC on their website. The agency promotes testing to these types of diseases in order to prevent a wider spread of STDs in the community. Once a person has chlamydia and did not treat it properly, it gives higher chance that the person will increase in acquiring or transmitting human immune deficiency virus or HIV to another person. And hey man, these those the Lord say he in Matthew 24, man, let me get a verse. I'm gonna just get straight to the point. These them plagues, man, pestilence and different things, man. It's a pestilence. Chlamydia is a pestilence, HIV, all these different things, bacteria is a pestilence. It say, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, and these different things been going. Chlamydia is not nothing new to the earth. So, but it is a these diseases ain't gonna be in the kingdom, man. That's all I'm getting at. These things are not gonna be in the kingdom, man. You know, we ain't gonna have to worry about chlamydia and the other nations may, but we not. We ain't gonna have HIV in the kingdom. Israelite with HIV. That's gonna be unheard of. We ain't gonna welcome it, man. We gonna have thousands and thousands of women, man. You know, and we gonna hit them all bare, man. We ain't gonna put on condoms and have no CDC. We ain't gonna have Central Disease Control Prevention, man. You know, this this Micah chapter 2 in verse 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. This whole earth is polluted, man. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked, man. You know, everything in this earth is polluted. The ocean polluted, the air polluted, the rivers polluted, the lakes polluted. Every fucking thing is polluted. You know, it shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. So don't get too comfortable here. Hey, this America most definitely is the valley of the shadow of death. But this whole earth is just all out of course and it's defiled, man. You know. And the Lord is plaguing the whole earth, man. You can eat. It's the Lord got so many different ways you can be plagued or put to death in this place, man. So you just gotta watch what you're doing, man. You gotta live a basic old life and just pray to the Lord, man. That He keep their heads around this, man. This article say you can get an STD by swimming in the ocean, man. Well, they saying it's slim, but still the chances. Basically, they saying chlamydia can you can get chlamydia anywhere now, basically, because it can survive under the Arctic, under all that up in that low pressure, you know. But I get the valley of the shadow of death because we walking through the valley of the shadow of death, man. This us up in the whole earth, man. Of course, it's talking about America, but this whole earth, man. It's a scary place to be, man. Make you be nervous to even get in the water, man. Or put your foot in the water. You got flesh-eating bacteria. Now they saying you get chlamydia from the ocean. The chlamydia can live in any under any circumstances. Basically, it's like this stressful life we live in, man. You're always worried about something, but we ain't worried about it, man. But we also not gonna tempt the Lord. They saying that I'm not gonna. I always said I wouldn't get in no ocean water, but I most definitely ain't getting in it now. This Psalm chapter 23 and verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restore my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness. For his name's sake, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. And that's the point, man. The Lord is with us, man. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. And that's what the Lord doing with this truth, man. Out on highways, the brothers offering them all over the world, out on the highways and byways. He feeding us this word, man. You know, thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Yahweh forever. Lord willing, we those men, and we gonna dwell in the house of the Lord, man. Cause this place is through, man. Oh man, this is not the paradise that the Lord created in the beginning. It's still a paradise. There's still nice places on the earth and different things, man. But this Esau kingdom, man. Esau is the harbinger of death, man. You know, this man was given a great sword, and he take peace from the earth, man. The earth is sick of these devils, man. The ocean, the sky, the trees, the plants, the animals. They longing for the rightful rulers to be set up, man. You got fucking different animals with herpes and sexual transmitted diseases. Like, what the fuck, man? You know, this place is defiled, man. Matter of fact, these devils destroyed the earth, man. I'm gonna close out with this Revelation 11. Revelation 11 and verse 18. It say, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead should that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroyed the earth." And let's go into Esau, Edom, and these devils destroyed the earth, man. That's why you got chlamydia under the Arctic Ocean, man. You got animals that can contact a sexually transmitted disease, man. That's why these things are here, man. You got HIV, you know. You got the fucking coronavirus, man. Flu, man. Sinuses, all these different things. All this stuff go on because why? Because the wicked are in authority, man. You know. And the Lord gave them the power to do so, man. That's why He gonna destroy the. He said gonna be a new heaven and a new earth where dwell of righteousness. The earth is not gonna be destroyed. Let me get that. You know, the earth will not be destroyed, but it is going to be renewed, man. It's going to be refreshed, man. It's going to be like the garden, you know, in the beginning. This Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 4. One generation passeth away and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever, man. So when you see anything about the earth being destroyed in the Bible, it's not literal. It's not going to be a big bang or the sun going to explode. You know, those things are not gonna happen. And I can attest, man. When I used to be young, I used to hear about different stuff, different things, man. And they used to scare me, like the sun blowing up, or black hole, and different dumb shit like that. Even the missiles, man. I always had a great feel for those missiles, man, since I was young. But now that I'm in this truth and I know better, like the Lord is gonna deliver His elect, man. That's why, hey, you better fear the Lord, man, and do this work, man, so you can be saved out of these things that have come to the earth, man. You know. But that's pretty much it, man. Good spirit, Lord, with this edifying. You know, stay out the water. You're gonna have a chlamydia, man. Now let me find that other one I had. This say this the same thing. It say completely unexpected. Never before seen species of chlamydia bacteria discovered deep below Arctic Ocean. You know. So you dive in that. Well, let me play this. See what it says. Oh man, damn advertising. Don't go buying this stuff, man. I just want to watch the video.
On September 18th, satellites observed that Arctic.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be signs that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil supports your daily digestive health using a special plant-based fiber called psyllium. Psyllium works by forming a gel in your digestive system to and remove the waste that weighs you down. Metamucil's gelling action also helps to lower cholesterol and slows sugar absorption to promote healthy blood sugar levels. So start feeling lighter and more energetic by taking Metamucil every day.
Sea ice had reached its annual low. This year's sea ice minimum is effectively tied for the second lowest on record. And while sea ice grows and shrinks with the seasons, 2019 continues the downward trend of the extent.
The trends that we've been seeing with the sea ice minimum have just been a decrease. So in the 70s, since the modern record began tracking, to today, there's variation from year to year, but it's really just a downward trend.
Satellite ops.
And hence they talking about the ice melting, and they say from since the let me bag of it.
To today, there's variation from year to year. To today, there's variation. So in the 70s, since the modern record.
It say since the 70s. Let me get a scripture. Because in 69 is when they went up to the heavens, man. You know. Let me get a scripture in Obadiah real quick. You know. This Obadiah chapter 1 and verse, I'm gonna get straight to the point. Verse 3, we know this talking about Esau. It say the pride of thy Obadiah, verse 3, it say the pride of thy heart have the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks, whose habitation is high, and saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou settest thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. And what I'm getting out of that, what I'm saying is because all these things, that they fear that if the what is called Arctic, all the glaciers and all this melt that, it's gonna be massive floodings and global warming, and it's like since the '70s the ice been just on a downward spiral. You gonna say it again?
And tracking to today, there's variation from year to year, but it's really just a downward trend.
Satellite observations show that Arctic sea ice is not only shrinking in extent, it is also becoming younger and thinner. That means less and less ice survives the annual melt.
The Arctic has actually warmed a lot more than the globe as a whole. There's something called Arctic amplification, which means that the temperatures in the Arctic have warmed about 2 to 3 times the global average.
A major cause of this warming is due to the loss of reflectivity, or albedo, of the sea ice. Snow-covered sea ice has a high albedo.
Man, this ain't talking about this virus.
This keeps the sun's energy from being absorbed by a dark ocean. But when sea ice begins to melt, it loses some of that reflectivity. And without the sea ice cover, the ocean will absorb most of the sun's energy. This creates a feedback loop that leads to more melting and warming in the Arctic.
We care about sea ice for a variety of reasons. One being because it does have an impact on things like our weather and our climate. Because of the albedo effect, if you decrease the amount of Arctic sea ice, you start warming up the Arctic. And when you start warming up the Arctic, you can start changing the circulation of the jet stream, which brings weather to us here in the mid-latitudes. The other reasons why we care about sea ice, Arctic sea ice in particular, is because we've seen such big changes due to warming, melting ice. It's a good visual to show that yes, the climate is changing, and it's because of warming.
NASA continues to monitor these changes to the Arctic so that we may get a better understanding of what we can expect in the future.
Yeah, what I'm talking about, I got. Okay. It's pretty much going into the same thing. I thought that video was gonna talk about it, but that ain't talking about nothing. But the so-called global warming, but this Lord making the sun hot as it be. You know, that's all these things are, man. The Lord is plaguing this place, man. He's bringing Esau down, man. Esau can't find the answer to global warming, so-called global warming, all these different things, man. It ain't none, man. But that's pretty much it, man. I thought that video was gonna talk about something, but it actually didn't. So I'm gonna close out with that. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai Basham, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Rule where have been a great example to the young brothers in the truth, and peace and blessings to the hopeful lit. Lord, when it's edifying. To the next time I say Shalom, Wafla, Kwam, Electi, Shalom.